Welcome to Building Better Homes, brought to you by PPC Cement. I'm Fez Lempela. In the last episode, our 4 building teams were halfway through their final challenge of laying an exterior concrete walkway outside their respective houses. A lot rides on how they fare in the remainder of the challenge, as it is their final chance to show the judges how good they are. But first, let's take a look at the great prize that they are all competing for. One team will drive away in a brand new Toyota Hilux Bakkie with a ton of PPC cement as well as 250,000 Rand in cash. But only one team can win this amazing prize. Will it be your favorite? The choice of which tools and materials to use, as well as how best to utilize the wealth of information on the PPC Builders app for this challenge, was entirely up to the teams themselves. They had to decide, based on their own experience, what would work best for the challenge. However, now that they've chosen the tools and materials to use, they cannot re-enter their container while the challenge is going on. Are they happy with their choices and the progress they're making? Let's catch up with all 4 teams. Denver and Trenlin, and you've just checked your construct. Tell us what you think about it.
It came out pretty good, quite confident, no cracks, nothing. Sweat cured nicely. I just put a bucket of water in it so that it can still cure on its own time.
Guys, I noticed that you've got dog paws on your concrete walkway. Why didn't you close it?
If we were closing this, it will have a lot of grooves, more than that 2 of a dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
So okay.
Sorry, it would actually affect the finishing the next day. That's why we didn't close it.
Sillo and Emmanuel, talk to us about how you're going to construct your walkway.
My walkway, I'm just going to dig the properly where I'm going to form my structure. And then thereafter, we have some planks for formwork. And then we pour it with segments, with blocks, so that it can able to exhale. It does not get cracking.
Monty Louise, tell us, how are you guys going to lay your concrete walkway?
We are going to have a joint with, where we start the concrete. There's a step where we started. Between the new concrete, obviously, and the step, and also we're going to end the walkway at the braai area, so we're going to have a joint around that.
As Team Blue, Green and Grey work furiously to complete their walkways in the remaining time, Team Orange looks on, still confident in the integrity of their walkway. Team Green has used plastic to prevent moisture loss to the substrate. Their workability seems a bit high, but they have included synthetic fibers in their concrete. The plastic underlayment and high workability has resulted in a lot of water bleeding to the surface, which may affect their finish. Team Grey, who left all their concrete work for the last day, has chosen to mix a low workability concrete, including fibers for reinforcement. Monty and Louise are really struggling to level and compact their concrete. With only a few hours left on the clock, Monty is hard at work. But will they have enough time to give their walkway the finish they want? Team Blue seems confident going into the second half of the challenge. It looks like they've changed their walkway dimensions and are using valuable concrete aggregates to level the substrate. Whilst their concrete workability is good, did they allow for the additional material they would need? Sillo is desperately scrambling for anything he can use in the concrete, a move that may affect their concrete performance. Let's hope their colourful finish helps when the judges score their work. As the seconds count down, the teams put the final challenge of the competition to bed.
That means your time is up. Will all teams please join me in the street? Good work, teams.
Thank you.
That was your final challenge in the series. Now you can add nothing further than the great effort you've all put in. Next, it's up to the judges to tally up their final scores and make one team our grand champion. I'd like to thank all of you for being great competitors in the show and giving it your all. Please give yourselves a round of applause. We will see each other again soon, but for now, you guys are free to go.
All 4 challenges complete. Nothing but relief remains as the teams say their final goodbyes. It really has been an exciting journey for each of them in this competition.
How did you feel about the challenge?
For me personally, it was compared to the others, this was the easier one. There's a certain way of doing things, and myself with Bongani, the good teamwork we had going on here, helped us to finish in time as well, and with good quality work as well.
And how did it turn out, you think?
No, it didn't turn out because I still have one part or one block that is it is not colored by black or red.
Denver and Trenlin, you finished our concrete walkway challenge with 5 hours to spare. Tell us how you did that.
The reason why I did it and how I did it is instead of doing a 10-meter walk by 700 millimeter wide, I did a 5-meter walk by 1.4 so that I could do 2 panels of 2.5 so that I could do all at once.
Talk to us about the challenge and how you felt about it.
There's a few mistakes that I made, which I don't think I'll ever forgive myself for.
Let's talk about
yeah.
those mistakes. What mistakes did you make?
My water content in my mix wasn't right. In other words, my slump of my mix wasn't right. I tried to do it technically correct according to what the textbook says, where I normally, from experience, judge it, by sight, and I always get it right. So why I did it different, I don't know.
And that's it. All done. For the challenges anyway. From here, our teams will return home to their real lives for some well-earned rest and time with their families. But there's one group of people who cannot rest yet. The judges. It is now up to them to scrutinize every aspect of each team's handiwork and decide which team of builders will be our ultimate winner. I'm Fezile Mpela, and this is Building Better Homes, brought to you by PPC Cement. See you next time. Coming up in episode 7 of Building Better Homes, brought to you by PPC Cement. We look back on the season thus far and also follow the judges as they poke, prod and inspect each facet of the work that our teams have completed. To see how PPC Cement brings you even more strength beyond the bag, go to ppc.co.za where you'll find info on the teams, the judges, building information and much more.